Okay, I'm literally coming off of the back of that last run. I've taken some deep breaths. Thunderclap gloves, I think, would be worth taking. I'm not a huge fan of it, really. Beam weapons in general, I'm not keen on. Not really sure why. It does okay damage. But, again, it's going to absolutely destroy my ammo stores. I'm really a one-shot or a burst shot kind of person, and I just need to know that. So, Angelic Aura or Cavalry is always going to win now over the concealed ammo. And my favourite gun by far is the Scorching Rounds. Lightning Blast is decent, but it's got quite a slow projectile, which I'm less keen on. I actually feel like I need to set like middle mouse button as grenade throw. I've still got it set for Q. And I feel like sometimes I have to remove my finger from the movement key in order to throw a grenade, which is not great, really. Lightning gun doing pretty solid work for us at the moment. Let's see if we can keep it up into part 2. Let's go with Hex Smoke. Hex Smoke is a good... I'm level... what level am I? I'm not sure. I think I'm like level 24, which means we're pretty close to unlocking the dog. Who I feel like will be interesting. Very much more an offensive attack-based playstyle than the cat. At the moment, my understanding is that people just call this cat and dog, not Bao, and the Crown Prince. That gives me a reason to grab Cursed Scrolls. It's a bit of a risk reward, but plus 10% is not monumental. Like, it's not going to be one winning. But here's an opportunity to get some Cursed Scrolls. No. Problem is, more weapons I unlock, the less chance I have. No. Okay, so it's only lose that amount of health. Let's try that. So it's not permanently lose that amount of health. So all I need is a button. And we back. That was... I feel like that was a particularly good room. Well done, me. And let's... 300% weapon damage on next hit and deal 50%. That's not bad. But the rate of fire increase, I think... Nah, I should have gone the other one, actually. The rate of fire increase is too near-sighted. That being said, though, at this point, I feel like one of my biggest problems is not the boss. It's actually getting to the boss. So I think I sometimes focus too much on building for killing the boss. Yes, that was incredibly embarrassing in my own stupidity. I think I might have to stop recording for today because I'm not doing well. Let's just calm the F down and find myself a better weapon. Yep, I'll take that over the thunderclap. Now, unless I get scorching rounds, all of my money is going to go into upgrading the prism here, because I just think it's the better choice on the house. Wish I'd picked that up before I just bought up from the peddler, but that's okay. Still got 200 left. Money shouldn't be too much of an issue. Woo! That was nasty. And of course I've got to craft from here. We've got a decent amount of money. We should be able to upgrade the prism. Yes, please. The extra rate of fire increase with the prism actually feels really good. So I'm kind of glad that I took it for that alone. And room clear is much quicker now. Yeah, go on. Oh, hang on. Give an occult scroll. Do I have anything? Yeah, okay. Well, let's get rid of the evil devouring sword. Get some more cash, because I would like to... I would absolutely like to upgrade this as much as possible before the boss. Because it's already at a level 4? Level 3. Getting it to a level 4 before the desert would be fantastic. Yeah, I actually don't mind that. So we get more damage on our lucky shots, or more chance for a lucky shot, but less damage when we're not getting lucky shots. Yes. I actually think the acidic explosion would be quite good if I'm looking for room clearing potential. Because once they get grouped up and then die... That was a stupid throw. Did not need that one there. And a cavalry, which can replace the lightning blast. Good. Cavalry +2. Yep. The thing about the cavalry over the angelic aura is it's much easier to control. It has very little kickback. So it's a point and click kind of weapon, which works well for me. Elemental Torment. Plus 20% lucky chance. Yes. So effectively, if anything is affected with, let's say, decay or anything, my lucky shot potential goes up 40%. Which is really good, because a 40% lucky shot chance. And some of the lucky shots do huge amounts of damage. And as you can see, we're able to lay down a decent amount of damage. That was a very easy room in comparison to some of the other rooms I've had to do. much am I going to need to upgrade this? 800, so that's not going to happen. The illusion. Someone explained to me why I would bother taking the illusion, because I don't actually get it. And I'll up my corrosion damage, because I'm running prism. Prism and the cavalry. So let's enhance you, and I can afford to enhance you as well, and I get a free item. Sure. Take that. And we're ready to go. I'm hoping level 4 prism we should make fairly short work. That's a 10-minute first floor. I'd say that's a pretty solid starting point. And the damage, a rate of fire increase would be spectacular here. I'm not going to get that. I feel like we have a nice setup for Luwu. Or in fact boss killing in general. I actually would almost like if I had another element, so another gun with a second element. Damn it, I was hoping to go for a no hit. I don't know if there is benefits for getting a no-hit run against the boss. I would like to think that there is, because that's a nice little egg for being good at the game. Thank you. What do we get? Hawkeye sight. I will take that. I think it's probably good in general, and I think that's a good idea. Concealed ammo and tiger cannon I will not go with. I think we're okay with what we have. And let us go. 12 minutes to Luwu. We're getting better. We're getting better. But let's not get cocky, because that is what killed me last time. I actually just need to play really, really intelligently. Okay. My biggest issue is always these guys. Always these guys. Because they're so much quicker than they look like they are. They can close... They can close the gap really, really quickly. And they always can shoot you from further away than you think they can. Good. Okay. That's everything open. Whew. Okay. Okay. I feel okay. I feel like we could do this. I mean, look at the confidence. Nearly died. Nearly died. I honestly thought I would be able to warp through that. And was it worth it? 33% chance to reset cooldown when you use a primary skill or dash. Okay. I think that's pretty good. I have 3 dashes and a quick dash cooldown, so the ability, the 33% chance, so a 1/3 chance of getting my getting my energy orb back quicker is a good chance to me. Now, something I haven't talked about a lot. Oh, that was just... I mean, I deserve to get hit there. Is the enemies in this game. And I think something needs to be said about them, because you think about that, I had 2 of those fire lizards who lay down kind of area effect fire in a confined space. And I think that's actually really, really interesting, really good game design. Because movement is such a big part of this game. And again, take this with a grain of salt. I'm 7 or so hours into the game, and I've yet to beat the second boss. But movement seems to be the most important thing in this game. Come on, just sit still. And it's because you are constantly being bombarded by these different enemy types, and they all require kind of different strategies to solve. Like, it is almost... It honestly almost feels sometimes like the enemies are a bit of a puzzle. And it's about finding your way through the puzzle. Now, 200, nothing is 200 to upgrade. I need at least 400 to upgrade the cavalry. But you know what? As long as I can stick with this, I'm going to. Good. Oh. Let's start laying down fire on this guy as soon as we can. Now, I read a kind of philosophical theory the other day, which I find really intriguing. It's the shopping cart theory, and you might have seen it. It's kind of roaming around social media at the moment. So, the shopping cart theory basically says that the shopping cart is the ultimate test of whether or not someone is fundamentally a good person or not. Or whether or not someone is capable to govern themselves, okay? So to live in a world without rules and still ultimately be good. Because the theory states, obviously, that morality or the desire to be good, ethics, whatever you want to call it, only comes from the fear of punishment, right? I don't know, I think I quite like all my occult scrolls. Yeah, I'm not getting rid of them. Yeah, so the desire to do good, people claim, only comes from a fear of punishment. And probably should have gone the extra energy orb charge. Now, the shopping cart theory states that it's the ultimate test, okay? Because it is the correct thing to do, okay? So putting the shopping cart away is fundamentally it's the correct thing to do. But simultaneously, there is no punishment for not putting the shopping cart back, either where you got it from or in a little shopping cart holder thing, okay? There's no negative that happens to you if you don't do that, okay? Putting the shopping cart away is easy, it's painless, and there's no real good reason not to do it unless of some kind of dire emergency, okay? If it was to put your life at risk to put the shopping cart back, then obviously no one would expect you to do it. And so its grenade capacity is doubled is just, yeah, Absolutely. So this is why it's the test, because if you don't do it, you're effectively saying that you... I don't even know the kind of idea, you know, the kind of theory behind that of why you might not do it. But the idea is it's a good indicator of, does this person do the right thing, even when there's no actual kind of obligation's the wrong word, but there's no punishment for not doing it. There's no punishment for leaving the shopping cart wherever you found it. But it's also simultaneously a simple thing that should just be done. It is almost an absolute good to do it. Right? So, if you don't put it back, then you are someone who needs punishment and rules in order to kind of govern your own morality, so to speak. And I just find that fascinating that something so banal, so kind of boring as a shopping cart is actually quite indicative of like quite an interesting piece of moral yeah, I think probably a shield up would be a good thing. It's an interesting piece of kind of moral philosophy based purely on whether or not someone puts a shopping cart back or not. So, I guess the thing that you should take from it is put your shopping cart back, because there's no reason not to. There's also no punishment, but there's no reason not to, and it actually just means that the world is a better place for everyone. Because it makes the person whose job it is to take the shopping cart back easier. It makes it easier for the next person who needs to come shopping, because, you know, the shopping cart is where it should be, therefore it's easy for them to find, and so on and so forth. So I think morally you absolutely have a moral right to do it. And I think if there's anything I would like to think of my audience is that you are good people. And good people means doing the right thing. I don't know why I went off on that. I heard about it again today, and it really kind of fascinates me. But back to the game. Let's kill some monsters. I came here to watch a roguelite. I did not want banal philosophy, inane philosophy thrown at me. How dare you? Unsubscribe. Yep. You are not going to get me, boyo. Unless it's cavalry lightning blast. Unless something is a +5, I'm not keen on it. Okay. So this should be okay, because running against the boulders I don't have an issue with. Running with them's a little bit harder, but as long as we can find the gap. Lovely. And then this one. No. No! That's the most ragey you'll probably ever hear me. I can't believe that just happened. Yeah, give me a higher chance of better inscriptions and give me more and large ammo capacity, please. Well, that was Gunfire Reborn. I'm a salty boy and can't record anymore today. Hope you enjoyed. I don't know if I am anymore. I don't know. If you like this content, please click the like button. If you have any tips, because obviously I need some, please drop me a comment down below. If you're new here and you like these videos, click the subscribe button. But until next time, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode of whatever I'm playing next. Bye bye, and have a wonderful day.